Let's talk now about the triangle, which you talk about intergenerational issues that last for decades. I mean, has anyone got a solution?
Well,
yeah, I have,
hey?
but I don't know how popular it would be. I would rebuild the Palace nightclub that used to be there. Seriously, I would. It used to bring in major touring acts, brought in a lot of money to the economy.
Now, you're standing really on the issue, or one of the issues is independent music and music venues.
Yeah,
so you have a vested interest in that issue.
But it was one of the most popular venues in Melbourne.
But it's a mess. I mean, it makes the municipality really a laughing stock. The
But-
triangle and
it's part of the problems of Fitzroy Street.
Which of you have got a solution?
Exactly. It's part of the problem with Fitzroy Street. People used to go to dinner on Fitzroy Street, they'd go down to the Palace for the gig, then afterwards they'd go back to Fitzroy Street for after.
We know it's a problem.
Whatever solution is
That's what I
found, it has to generate income for the city. That mess currently generates $1 million a year in revenue for the city. So whatever is done, you don't throw away $1 million a year lightly.
But Jen, if it was a rateable property, it would generate $2 million.
Yes, yeah.
So that's quite misleading to talk about the $1 million we make from parking without acknowledging that with if it was a rateable property, it'd have an opportunity cost of $2 million.
Well, this is a difficult issue because the history is so intense and so hard fought by so many different people in the community, and Dick was around when a proposal was thrown out, and I well remember the pain that everyone went through with that, and here we still are, no further.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes tear up when I go to Phillip Square because it was supposed to be, everyone talks about Chadstone by the Bay, but it was also supposed to be a Fed Square by the Bay. And I go to Fed Square on a Saturday night and it's so vibrant and so successful and had the same level of acrimony. And anyway, look, I'm standing in a ward that doesn't embrace that area. I'm not totally doing a Pontius Pilate on it, but...
Well, I think at this stage voters in the electorate are looking to candidates who have a solution to this wicked, intractable problem.
Yeah, look,
has anyone got one?
The really disappointing about the whole thing, I'm bringing in my experience in financing. The council, all that consultation, it was like they invited us to David Jones and said, what would you like? You have a Dior dress or a diamond ring or whatever. And then we got to the counter and they said, didn't we tell you only got $2 to spend? You've got to put it all back again. That's what's happened. And the current proposal is unfundable. So
it's a sham.
We have to look at ways. So staging's obviously one. But actually, I've had an innovative idea that I've been putting out to whoever will listen. There is actually enormous wealth in Victoria, and I think we should actually call for proposals from people who want to benefact the area. And we run a competition. You never know. Someone might want to put up something there. They might just want their name on it.
We could have a museum like in Hobart.
Yeah, like the Hobart guy. You might get someone like that if we ran a competition like that. We're so busy about the design competition, it's about the money. We're missing the money. And I would hope, if I get elected, to bring my financing skills to try and come up with really innovative ideas to get the money together. You really have to, obviously state money is required, but a combination of that, that foundation, private foundation money, it would have to be, it'd have to be done on our conditions, but if they can meet that, you never know. There's a lot of developers who build terrible, ugly buildings and want to put something in place that they can be happy about. They might actually provide us 40 or 50 million, you never know. I think that's one solution.
I think...
Just quickly, mate.
Look, I think part of that is once again pretty annoying because, in terms of infrastructure, I was just speaking to someone, there's primary schools with 300 preps. There's huge infrastructure deficits in health, human services. In this sort of environment, how can anyone of good conscience say, we should...
We expect the state government to put in
we
50
expect
million.
the state...
But that supports the benefactor idea, doesn't it? That's new money.
That situation in Tasmania, it's been a boon for that state.
Yeah, that's
Absolute
right.
boon.
But so many of those ideas have been complete duds. White elephants and duds.